When you pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia, the Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that need them, women that need them.
Women are raised to be wives. Mm-hmm. They learn everything from birth, from their father, from their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your man.
Women that need them.
It's not even women that need them. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't. Stop
yourself.
That's not true. All right, so passport bros. Let's talk about it. So the passport bros, passport boys, passport homies, you know what I'm saying, has been making a lot of noise on the internet the past few months. I've been seeing a lot of shit, especially on TikTok and like on YouTube and shit, bruh. Like you hear about it on like podcasts, all sorts of shit about passport bros. Oh, passport bros is a new thing for men, and you know, passport bros is the way for if you want to date, all that shit. So I want to actually give my 2 cents on that. There's a lot to unpack about, you know, passport bros and the whole idea of, you know, moving out of the country to find a woman, dating and shit out of the country, whoop-de-woo, you know, versus your own in-home territory. It's a lot to unpack, and like all the little aspects of it, why men are leaving the country and what that does for us as a society. There's a lot to unpack about this topic because men are getting tired, bruh. Men are getting tired, and niggas are saying it's time for me to pack up the suitcase, you know what I'm saying, and time to go to the DR, you know what I'm saying, or Philippines. And women are not liking this at all. They're not liking this. They're not taking a liking to this at all. And we finna talk about it. But before we get deep into the video, you know, some of y'all are probably confused and wondering, what the hell is passport bros? What is that? And I got you, bruh. I got you. So the best way for me to explain it is passport bros are, you know, are a group of men. Well, I wouldn't say a group of men, but are men that are dating outside of the country, essentially. They get their little passport, you know what I'm saying, and they go into, you know, different countries because they're tired of the women in America. They're tired of the Western culture and shit. They're tired of it, and they's like, nah, we finna leave, bro. We finna go to another country and get treated right. We finna have fun there. And that's essentially what passport bros are. Because compared to American women, foreign women in different countries, you know, Philippines, Thailand, DR, Brazil, you know, all these different countries outside of America, the women there are more traditional, quote unquote traditional, right? They're more traditional, and they treat men like kings there. They treat men with respect. They treat men like the men that they're supposed to be. So they're going to these countries to explore and find them a foreign baddie, you know what I'm saying? Find them a little foreign junk and say, fuck American women. And you're probably wondering, like, I mean, dating outside the country, this is not a new concept. This is not like a brand new thing. Like, and it's not, but like the whole movement of it actually became big like a couple months ago. Like, it became a whole like little movement that's been blown up on social media. But now we actually put a name to a face, and we can actually call it something. We call it the passport bros. And men are finding these women outside the country, dating them instead of the woman that's in their home turf. And they're actually gonna submit to them. And they have these like, you know, wifely qualities about them that, like I said, the men in America are craving for. And this is a +1 for men. This is a +1 for men. Us men, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it brings a new light to dating. It shows us that, you know, we can actually go outside and get different types of women instead of the women that we're so used to and that what we be seeing online. There's a completely different side of reality that we're not even exposed to. And the passport bros, I know they're exploring. They're pulling up Christopher Columbus. They're exploring, my nigga. And they is really out here really cracking shit, bro. They's out here having fun, having the time of their life. So this is a +1 for men. Women, on the other hand, you know, modern women, they're not fond of this. They're not liking this at all because, you know, they're saying that these men are preying on, you know, third world country women, women that have low opportunity, are broke, are poor, barely speak English, no education. These men are preying on them and they're manipulating them, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, which is, whoa, these are a lot of assumptions that's being thrown here to assume that these women are poor, low education, and essentially like speds. Like you're calling these women speds outside of the country. It's a lot of assumptions being made here, but basically what I'm trying to say is women in America are not really that fond of the idea of passport bros. They don't like it, and they're upset. You know, I'll show you some clips right now.
If men are traveling overseas to countries that have less money and less education, it's because they want a woman who is dependent on them for their livelihood, for their resources, to have a good life. And I don't think that that is a good thing.
A lot of the men I know that go overseas to find wives are not great dudes.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah, they're pervy.
So that's basically like the whole gist of the passport bro movement and what it has done to, you know, our society and how men feel about that shit and how women feel about that shit. That's basically the whole gist. Now let's get into my thoughts about it. Let's get into my opinion and how I feel about passport bros, you know what I'm saying? Initially, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't too fond of the idea of passport bros. I was kind of on the edge of it, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of on the edge because I'm like, when I first heard the idea of passport bros, I just heard about, you know, niggas trying to go outside the country just to find some bitches to fuck, you know, some foreign bitches just to spank and shit, bro. And at first it kind of rubbed me the wrong way because, like, bro, y'all can't get bitches here. Like, y'all can't get bitches here, bro. Y'all need to, like, pay for plane tickets and shit to go outside the country just to get some bitches, bro. The more I started to look into it, the more I started to actually watch more videos about passport bros and why they're doing what they're doing and how, you know, how that is bettering men and the different opportunities men are actually starting to now have going outside the country. I'm starting to more actually understand. I'm starting to understand them. I'm starting to understand them a little bit more. And although I'm not completely sold on the idea of passport bros, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, as long as they're happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated, you know what I'm saying? If these women outside of the country want you, they actually want you, and you want them, I see no problem with that. Like, I see no problem with going outside the country, dating and shit, bro. It's just, it's the same thing as dating inside the country. It's just a bigger playing field. That's literally what it is. And I'm all for dating whoever you want to date, wherever you want to date them. You know what I'm saying? Who said you have to date a woman within your country or within your culture? No one said that. Like, that's not something that you have to do. Like, you could do whatever you want. You could date whoever you want. And to see some of these women that are, like, upset and, like, mad that men are going outside the country, I mean, they're doing it for a reason, you know what I'm saying? They're doing it for a reason. So, like, why are you tripping? Why are you mad for, right? Like, I mean, they're happy. If they're happy going outside the country, you know, dating whoever they want to date, I mean, why are you mad, right? There's more to life than fucking America, bro. There's more to life, and I encourage all men to travel and shit. I want to travel myself too. I want to go outside the country. I want to experience different cultures and shit. I want to, you know, just explore the world. I want to do that too. I have no problems. There's no problem with, you know, going outside of your country and living life outside of your country, but there's more to life than fucking America. As long as you're not, like, doing no crazy shit, doing no immoral stuff to these women, these foreign women, like, as long as you're happy and they're happy, shit, who am I to judge, right? Who am I to judge? I ain't telling you can't do it. You know, go ahead, live your life, bro. And like I said, you see some of these women that are bitter about that shit, they're mad. And you could tell why they're mad, bro. You could tell why they're mad. You can easily tell. It's written all over their face, bro. They're mad because these niggas don't want them. These niggas don't want them. They want a girl that's outside the country that's actually gonna fuck with them instead of just, you know, tossing him to the side like he's just another option and shit, bro. And they're mad about that. Like, just because he don't want your dumb ass, that don't mean shit, bro. Like, let a nigga live his life, bro. And like I said, you can see the women that are bitter about that shit, and like, those women are just, they're just lonely. That's why. They're mad because they're lonely and they got no nigga that wants them. You can see why they're mad, bro. I'll be mad too if I was them, bro. If you want to live your life outside the country, find a woman outside the country, do that. But with all that being said, there are some minor flaws about the whole idea of passport bros. There are some flaws about it, and there's some issues that I want to address, because I think a lot of men have the wrong idea about, you know, oh shit, I can just fly outside the country and I get bitches that just want to fuck me just because I'm a guy from America. Like, hold on. Slow down, bro. Slow down. Let's actually work on this. Let's actually work on this a little. Like, some of the problems and some of the issues I see about passport bros is the fact that a lot of the passport bros, they still want American women. They still, you just tell that they still really want American women. They just can't bag them. You know what I'm saying? They want, if they could have it their way, they'll choose a woman that's in their country. If they really could have it their own way. But, you know, the women here are not fucking with them. And they feel like, you know, oh, it's fuck y'all, so I'm going to go to a different country. Like I said, it's cool. Go to a different country, find a woman that actually wants you. But you could tell, like, a lot of these niggas that be posting shit about passport bros, like, you see some niggas, like, I pull some shit up right now. Like, a nigga that, like, a show, oh, she did this to me, this for me, this for me, this for me. American woman will never do that for me. You know, you still want an American woman. You just want her to do all this shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still want an American woman. You can tell that some of these niggas still want an American woman. For example, me, I couldn't really do the whole passport bro shit because I want an American woman. I want a woman from here. You know what I'm saying? I want a woman from here. And if you don't care about that shit, you don't care about where your girl's from, then, I mean, passport bros ain't shit to you. I mean, you can do the whole passport bro shit, you know. You can go abroad and find a woman that actually wants you, you know what I'm saying? Me, personally, I just wouldn't do that because I want a woman from here, so I'm looking for a woman from here, you know what I'm saying? So it just really depends on who is doing the whole passport bro thing. It just really depends on who's doing it. And the niggas that actually still really want American women, is like, it's almost like they're settling, you know. It's almost like they're settling for, you know, a woman outside the country, bro. Like, and like I say, if you don't really care at all where she's from, then you're not settling. But me, in my case, I'd be a little bit settling because, like, I kind of want a woman from here because I feel like we'll relate more a little bit. But, like, it just depends on the nigga. And another problem I have about passport bros is, there's a difference between going outside the country because you want to find a girl that's right for you, going outside the country to find a foreign woman that, you know, that will fit your needs, that will, you know, cater to you, that will, you know, actually take care of you as you take care of her. That's one thing, but it's a completely different thing for you to go outside the country, trying to go to all these foreign countries just to fuck some bitches, bro. That right there is like, it's like you spending all of this money just to spank some shit, bro. Like, you could really do that shit here, bro. You could really do that shit in this country, bro. Like, you don't have to fly abroad just to spank some joints, you know what I'm saying? So, like, some niggas have the wrong motives behind going outside the country, bro. Like I said, you could do whatever you want. Do whatever you want that makes you happy. Do whatever makes you happy. But, like, if you just want to spank some shit, you're just trying to crack some shit, bro, you can easily do that here, bro. You don't have to go outside the country just to do that. My initial thought when I heard about that shit, bro, I thought, like, damn, these niggas just don't get no bitches, bro. They have to pay for bitches, essentially pay for bitches outside the country, bro. Like, fly to these bitches outside the country, and then after that, these niggas will probably most likely bribe them with their money and shit just to have them to fuck them. Like, it's like, bro, like, you can get a joint here and do that. You can easily get a joint here. You don't need to go outside the country just to do that. And my last issue about passport bros, like I said, it's only some of them, is that some of these guys aren't even working on themselves. Like, they're not actually trying to, it'd be a different story if these niggas are constantly grinding every day, trying to get better, trying to, like, look better, you know, improve their looks, improve their finance, improve their, you know, their intelligence, like, improve themselves as a person, and then find a woman that's right for them. It'd be one thing if some of these niggas were doing that and they can't find a woman, even though despite all the improvement that they is doing to themselves, they still can't find a woman that's willing to submit to them. It's one thing. It's a completely different thing for a nigga that's out here sitting on his couch, ain't doing shit with his life. Nigga ain't got shit going on for himself, got no motion, and then wondering why American women are not submitted to them. Like, nigga, you're a bum, nigga. Like, you are a bum, bro. Like, you realize is a bum. Some of these niggas just want a shortcut, bro. They just want a shortcut. They don't want to actually improve themselves and like actually work on themselves and then like become that man that a woman would actually look up to. But instead they want to take a shortcut and fucking fly to these countries and shit, bro, just to be able to spank some jobs, bro. And at the end of the day, bro, a lame nigga is a lame nigga, bro. Women can detect a lame nigga from miles away, bro. Like, if you a lame nigga in America, you're gonna be a lame nigga in the Philippines. You're gonna be a lame nigga in the DR, bro. You still a lame nigga regardless, bro. A lot of niggas just don't want to actually take the time to improve on themselves and actually develop themselves as a man, like do that inner work. But they just want to take a shortcut. And like I said, it's different if you are constantly improving yourself and working on yourself to be a better man for your wife and to be a man for, you know, to potentially raise a family, and you're still having trouble and shit. But in that case, would you still really be having trouble if you was really improving on yourself? Like, if you really was improving yourself, like, would you still really be having this much trouble dating and shit, bro? I don't know. I don't think so, but like, you know, like I said, to each his own. Some niggas just need to really just take the time to improve themselves. Like, it's like, let me give you this analogy, right? I want to use this analogy. I feel like this analogy actually describes everything perfectly. This whole passport bro, you know, movement. I feel like this analogy describes it perfectly. Boom. Let's say you a hooper, right? You a hooper. So you play for a good team, a great team. Matter of fact, you play for a great team. But the thing is, you get no PT, bro. You get 0 play time, bro. Coach never puts you on. You never play. You don't start. You just a bench warmer, bro. You just stay on the bench all game, every game. And you was tired of that shit. You was like, coach don't fuck with me. My teammates don't respect me. They don't even know what I can do, bro. It's like you getting fed up because you feel like you're not appreciated on the team, right? So you go to a different team. And that team wants you, but they actually want you. They want you to play. They're gonna actually start you. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna constantly feed you the ball. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a lot of PT. You're gonna get a lot of PT, right? And the thing is, yeah, that's cool. You know, go to the team that wants you. Me, I will go to the other team. I'll go to the other team. I'll play for the other team that will actually start me. That will actually, you know, give me play time. That will actually put me on the court. Like I said, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. But although I would go for the other team, I'll play for the other team instead. It's like, you have to still show up to practice, my nigga. You still have to show up to practice. You still have to, you know, do the drills. You still have to, you know, train. You still have to do all that. Go to camps. You still have to do all that. Get, you know, personal coach. You still have to do all that shit, bro. You can't just take a shortcut to life and say, I expect to start and I expect to play for a team, but you ain't finna put in the work. Like, you still have to train and do all that, you know, shit that comes with being a hooper. Ain't no shortcut. Like, you not actually work on yourself as a man and still expect to be pulling all these bitches in your country, bro. Like, that's not how that works. Like, you're not gonna pull the bitches in your country. You're not gonna pull the bitches outside of your country, bro. If you're not actually working on yourself as a man, but you're not gonna pull nothing. Like, so you still have to do that inner work regardless of where you're going. So in conclusion, man, do what you want. Do what is right for you, bro. You feel like you want to go outside the country, bro? Go outside the country, nigga. Like, find women outside the country. If you don't want to deal with American women no more, you know, get your little passport. Get your passport and, you know, pack your suitcase, and then let's get to flying. You know what I'm saying? Get to flying. You know, do what you want. Do what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like the reason why you want to do that is because there's no good women in America, like there's no more good women in America, you're mistaken, right? I'm sorry to say you're mistaken. There's still a lot of good women in America, bro. You just have to put in the work, bro, and create opportunities for yourself to actually be out there to find that woman in America, bro. Like, you don't have to go outside the country just to find like a quality wife. You don't have to do that, bro. There's women in America that will do all that you're looking for, bro. I'm not saying you shouldn't go outside the country. I encourage everyone to go outside the country, you know, experience life outside the country. You just, you know, just travel and shit, bro. It's just like, don't feel like this is the only way. Just don't feel like passport bros, like being like flying to a different country, going to a different country and shit. is the only way for you to have a good dating life. It's not. It's really not the only way. It's really not the only way. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with you go outside the country. I have nothing against it, bro. But it's just like, it's not the only way, bro. If you think it's the only way, like, you're sadly mistaken. And don't place all your bets on this passport bro thing. You know, don't place all your bets on it because, bro, like, you can go to a different country and still not find a wife, bro. Real talk. It's possible. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying it's possible. So, like, don't place all your eggs in one basket, bro. Like, actually think it through. Actually think it through. Like, do you really want to go outside the country and find a woman? And what if you don't find a woman outside the country? Then what? Then what? You know what I'm saying? What's your next move? Always do have to think about that shit. But, like, you know, like I said, do what makes you happy. If you feel like your wife is outside the country, or, you know, the girls that you want are in Thailand, go, my nigga, go. I ain't stopping you. I'm gonna encourage you to go, bro. But don't completely rule out the woman that you have here, man. Don't completely rule it out, because you'll be surprised. You will be surprised what you can find. You'll be surprised, bro. But yeah, that's the whole video, bro. That's the whole video, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for watching this shit, and we out of here. Yes, sir.